The question I get most often is, what is the best scalping strategy for those learning day trading in 2026 here? In this video, I am going to show you a 3-step trading strategy that you can take to the markets on Forex, futures, crypto, or stocks to start out your trading journey the right way. It is something I use day in and day out with proof in my live trading group. So let's get into it here, and I will also show you a couple of cool TradingView indicators to make your life a little bit easier. If I had to start over trading again and learn a strategy within 30 days, this is the one strategy I would stick to. And everyone, when you are learning trading strategies, please beware, you do need to adhere to your rules. I don't care if it feels like you're missing out on a trade. I don't care if you think you should move your stop loss. Just adhere to your rules and you will be successful in trading. That is the biggest clue, is focusing on trading psychology, your overall mindset, and following your rules. Hell, write down a checklist of your specific trading strategy and rules that you will follow day in and day out. Write down every trade you win or lose in a trading journal. There's great platforms out there like TradeZilla, Wealth Charts if you trade futures, or just get a general notebook and write down your thoughts on what went right and what went wrong in the trade. Now, I'm going to make this strategy as easy as possible for you to understand on crypto, Forex, and futures or stocks. Whatever you're trading, this is what I use day in and day out. I personally trade Bitcoin, Solana, and futures, NQ, and ES, the S&P 500. So those are the main things I trade, while my group does trade gold and Forex using the strategy too. So if you are interested in hopping in and seeing me live trade daily, the link is down below to the Discord. Other than that, let's get into the overall strategy. So this is the 3-step strategy I use day in and out. Let's focus on Bitcoin here. Sorry, we will delete these lines. I'll show you a trade that was posted today in live trading. The first step you're going to do is you are going to move to the daily time frame. Whatever you're trading. Whatever you are trading, whatever asset class, crypto, Forex, futures, stocks, move to the daily time frame, and we are going to mark previous day high and low candle. Now, the reason we're marking this area is price tends to gravitate towards these two areas throughout the day, and we will be scalping on the 5-minute time frame here. So you're like, I want to scalp on the 1 minute, 2 minute, 15-second. Guys, it's you're really hurting yourself. If you can get good at scalping at 1 minute, 2 minute, it really doesn't make a difference. Once you move to the higher time frames, you're probably going to take a lot more profits in and lock in a lot more money than the 15-second, 1 minute, 2 minute. We are dropping to the 5-minute time frame. Now, we are going to actually rewind back to this trade we took earlier today. All right, posted at 10:05 a.m. It was posted earlier in the live trading chat here around 9:30. Sorry, flashlights. Here's 9:30. We posted this trade. So just to prove to you guys, it's not Heinz 20. This is what I use every day while live trading. So we have previous day low here. This lovely white line. Rewind here to New York session. And guys, this can work during any session, any time of day, really. So here we are. Market open. We kind of dropped down drastically. Wasn't really expecting that, but we did. We ranged, we consolidated, and then we had our big old drop. So now that we had our big old drop, all we're looking for are some fair value gaps to enter with. And the key ones are going to be your 5-minute and 15-minute one. And here is a nifty little trading indicator, so you don't have to eyeball these for yourself, called Fair Value Gap by Lux Algo. Fair value gaps, ICT, it sucks, blah, blah, blah. We're all looking at the same thing here. Support, resistance, liquidity, gaps, imbalance, order blocks, whatever the fuck you're looking at. Usually we're all looking at the same area. They're all just called a different name, guys. Quit freaking out about it. So what is a fair value gap? Here is a bullish fair value gap. It's basically just imbalance in price. A lot of times price or candlesticks will return to this area, retest, and then come back up. That's if we're looking at a bullish one, and it's in between 3 candlesticks. So we have the space in between 3 candlesticks. I prefer the 5-minute or 15-minute. Personally, the lower time frames, you're going to get them back and forth. 5-minute, 15-minute, you have time to think about your trade, to react, draw. I use Fibonacci for entries. but you can draw a line for support or resistance. And then same with the bearish. 3 candlesticks here, creating a gap or imbalance in price. That price should come back into, retest, and then come back down for a short, for instance. So this is just simply a fair value gap. If we move to the 5-minute here, you'll see we do have quite a few bearish fair value gaps going on. But we came up to this one. If you move to the 15-minute even, you'll see we have a pretty large one up here that we should come back and retest, which matches pretty well with this one here. So if we are looking at this and you are looking for entry, you need to be looking whether it's support or resistance or the Fibonacci. I'll show you next. But step 1 of the strategy, determine your overall trend. Which way are we going? Oh dang, looks like we have some lower highs, lower lows going on. Which way are our lines? We are pointing down, so downtrend. So we should be looking at shorts here on Bitcoin. Here's our previous day low. We are also sitting below those 2 lines we drew. Previous day low, signaling we should probably be looking at shorts once again. We had a pretty significant break here with this 15-minute candle at previous day low. So I would definitely not be looking at longs. I don't care if we get a 5-minute bullish gap here, but this is why this is rule number 1 of the strategy. Just determine which way the trend is going, and you can hop to the 2-minute and see a little bit clearly, right? We got our change of character here. We made a lower high, lower low. We're still in this overall downtrend. So we want to focus on shorts, whether you're waiting for a short, waiting for something to play out. A lot of times we'll get consolidation at previous day low or high, but you can simply look for entry. So here we have resistance. This is our nearest resistance area. So if I'm looking at a short and I'm looking at this bearish fair value gap, I would be looking for entry here. You can draw a line with that. Now, if you don't like support resistance levels, you can look at the Fibonacci, my favorite tool. Draw this from, since we're looking at shorts, swing low to swing high. And I'm usually on crypto, not futures, looking for entry at 618. So short, I like to place my stop loss above 382 or a nice 5-minute, 15-minute gap here. And we're looking for at least a 2 risk reward ratio. Okay. So let's say we sell 1 Bitcoin here at our 618 area. Sell. Okay. Put it forward. We actually almost tapped our 0.5. So if you just bring this down, okay, stop loss up here. So you'll see that's a nice even. If we lose the trade, we lose 200. However, if we win the trade, we get $600. That's almost a 3 risk reward ratio. And we haven't quite hit our take profit yet, but let's speed it up here. And we're still getting some bearish. We even came all the way down here, so probably could have grabbed another 100, 200 bucks off of that trade. It's for a total profit of $627. All right, close that out. Close position. Step 1, see which way the trend's going. Are we long or short? If we're down, we're going to look for shorts. If we're up, we're going to look for longs. Step 2, where are your 5-minute and 15-minute bullish or bearish fair value gaps at? Okay. We had this bearish one here. We had a couple of bearish ones here, so we should be looking at shorts. Step number 3, Fibonacci or support and resistance levels or entry. Entry. You're looking for entry here. Lining up with that wick for support and resistance, or the Fibonacci on crypto, looking at the 618 area, and take profit at 1272. Drawing for a short, swing low to swing high. We'll look at a long example after this. We'll actually do it on futures on NQ, but that was a quick example of how you could play that out. Now, futures, I'm usually looking for entry at 0.5 or 0.382, not 0.618. It's just how the chart behaves with futures. So that I will tell you from trading futures now. Let's move to NQ here. We'll do a random bar on the Nasdaq. How about that? Do a random bar. Okay. What do we have? We already came into this nice 5-minute bearish. We are on Asia session here on the Nasdaq. You'll see we did form a bullish fair value gap. However, I still have this kind of downtrend going on. If you draw a trend line, I'm not necessarily looking at a long on this trade quite yet, just because we are in this downtrend. Yet we got some higher lows this way. But me personally, I probably wait this out. When I miss a trade, sure, if we go long. Okay, so we're coming along, we're coming back up. We're even struggling here, you'll notice. But then, what do we get? A nice 5-minute bearish fair value gap, and we're headed back downward here. So if we're looking at this trend, on the 2-minute, you'll see what are we doing now? Our nearest trend here, we're getting lower highs, lower lows in, I believe on the 5-minute. Yeah, we're making a change of character even. So this is why I wait for trades. Just look at the overall trend direction. So I'm going to wait this one out. Hopefully it just doesn't rip on us and see what we get here. But if you're looking at support and resistance, could look at this area for entry for a short. Oh, shoot. I said I was going to show you a long. Oh, well. Oh, well, folks. We'll see on the next one. We'll try ES on the next one. All right. So there's our entry. Or if we're doing Fibonacci, I bet you it hit 0.5 or 0.382. 0.5. Told you. NQ loves the 0.5 area. So that's why I use Fibonacci. But I would do something like this for NQ. 0.5, this area just above 382 / our fair value gap. Makes sense. I really like the stop loss above the 0.382 area personally. And then we're coming down here for a nice 4 risk reward ratio. See if we go lower. We would be out of that trade at 1.272. We did come lower to 1.618. Now we're flipping the fuck back up. So you want to be out of those trades at 1.272. You'll see we came up, hit that 0.5 area pretty nicely. So support and resistance here came up a little bit farther than I would have liked. I bet you we had a 15-minute gap there too. Let's see. Yeah, we did. So you'll see here, 5-minute, 15-minute gap Confluence. We had this nice 15-minute bearish. I'm always going with the most recent gaps, guys. I get we have this bullish one down here, but screw this bullish one because we just formed another 15-minute one. Go with the most recent trend, the most recent gap. We're not going with this bullish one. We're going with this 15-minute one now, okay? And if you did go for a long here, let's say you set a limit order, came back up, I'd be highly thinking about getting out here because chances are it's going to do a flip, especially since we're in this kind of overall downtrend here. So we were bouncing around there. Asia is more accumulation than anything else. But you'll see our 15-minute gap here lined up with this nice 5-minute gap here. So it makes sense that we hit that area perfectly and came down to our 1.272 level. Let's see if we can actually find a long. How about that? Random bar. Do we have a long scenario? This is, again, Asia session on the S&P 500. Hopefully we don't. We have a nice solid uptrend going. Let's see if we have a 15-minute gap here. We do have a 15-minute. So I get we have E double tap and everything. We'll see how this one works out for a long. So we have this bottom area too. 618. Oh, our gaps are here. All right. So if we're looking at this long, we have 5-minute bullish fair value gaps. We have a 15-minute bullish at 0.5. Our trend is still up. So I'd be looking at something like this with just below this kind of 5-minute fair value gap candle in the 382 area. And Q likes to whip. A nice 4 risk reward ratio. We'll see if this one hits. We'll see if it hits. This would be 1 unit, 1 contract. Aw, you bugger. You bugger. So mistrade on this one, but that is how I would play that. Be looking at the 0.5. It didn't even come down to 618. I was thinking even maybe 618 because we could create like a double bottom scenario here and just fly back up. But that would be an example of a mistrade. Whoa, mistrade. Happens. Keep going. Let's see if we find another one on the S&P. All right. Here we are on the S&P New York session, 8:30, 8:50, 8:50, almost 9 a.m. Central Time. So we do have a 5-minute bullish fair value gap. I don't know if we got a 15-minute yet. Might be too soon to tell. Probably too soon to tell. So we're currently sitting at the 0.618 area. However, we got a nice bullish engulfing candle. We have a nice bullish fair value gap. Probably even forming a 15-minute bullish fair value gap. This trend looks like it may be breaking as well. So that's why I would no longer be going with this overall downtrend just based on this break we had. Okay, so trend is your friend. If we're flipping the trend, we're flipping the trend. So usually, like I said, the 382 area, this is 9 a.m. though. So it's still pretty early for New York session. So you will get wicks, especially on the futures during New York. So I would be looking at this 5-minute fair value gap and the swing low area, basically on this play. Maybe we should be able to go up at the top on this futures. And that would be me. I want to see. Let's see. We're going to trade this. We're going to see if we can ride this to the top here, which matches up with the 2 line. Okay. We're going to enter at 0.5, even though it's still early. We did wick through 382, 8:50 a.m. We're currently hitting 9:05 a.m. But we are coming up to our take profit at 1.272. Okay. So you could certainly take profit there, call it a trade. I want to see if we actually come up to our level that I would personally be looking at. I'd be looking at this guy here, just because this is the top of our trend, and futures usually like to come up to these top levels, maybe make a double top and head back down. Okay, so profit secured, right? I was looking at the 2 mainly because I needed a risk reward of 2. Our stop loss was below this 5-minute fair value gap candle. That, and we were fairly early in the day, so 8:39 a.m. We can usually write this up to at least this top price. Now, if we had a previous day high low there, I guess we can see with Spaceman BTC key levels. Not seeing yet. Not seeing anything. Seeing a previous day high or low. Usually it's a blue line. Where'd it go? Oh, it's all the way down here. We're sitting well, probably past previous day high or low, this blue line here. Okay, guys? So that is all you need to do. Look for those 5-minute, 15-minute fair value gaps. See if they line up accordingly. We didn't have a 15-minute there, but that's why I'm usually looking at the 5-minute. 5-minute, see. So the first step is determine your overall trend direction. If we are breaking a trend, okay, draw your trend line. We were in a downtrend here. Clearly, we broke this trend line with this bullish engulfing, made a fair value gap candle on the 5-minute and came back up. So really, guys, if you are just starting out on your trading journey, please stick with one time frame. Try the 5-minute. 5-minute is pretty typical for a lot of scalpers, a lot of traders. A lot of traders like to move to that 1 minute, 18 second. I understand. It doesn't hardly do you anything good. You can really ride these trends up. Look at this. Look at this go. So 5-minute, we got a clear 5-minute bullish fair value gap. We broke a trend in this case. And then we got some higher lows in. So we're doing a trend flip here. So your market structure is pointing more towards the upside now, just because we broke this downtrend and we had some higher lows in. That's why you want to be looking the long way on this flip. Trends will flip throughout the day, but 3 steps. First step, determine overall trend direction. Down, we're going short. Up, we're going long. Do we have a 5-minute bullish or bearish fair value gap? 5-minute bearish, we're going short. 5-minute bullish, we're going long. Then you're just looking for entry and take profit. Step 3, entry and take profit. If you're using the Fibonacci, look for futures, that 0.5 area. If you're looking at crypto, look at the 0.618 area, or look at support and resistance levels. You'll see here, even if I was looking at the support resistance levels on this flip, it'd be with this kind of wicked out area, which we wicked back through pretty perfectly. Okay. Or you can just draw a line, put your entry price there, and look to take profit for that 2 risk reward. Now, where does our stop loss go? Usually I'm putting it above or below these 5-minute fair value gap candles. Okay. And then looking for that at least 2 risk reward. So 3 steps to the scalping strategy on the 5-minute time frame. And if you guys are looking for lifetime access to the Insider Circle group, it is available now. So you get access to all my courses, anything new in the future we come out with, any new courses I come out with. Trust me, I always have stuff on my mind. Currently, we have the Fast Track Trader series, which is just 10 steps plus a couple of bonus lessons for you guys on strategies. I probably have 50 plus in-depth videos in the Insider Circle, just going over crypto trading, futures trading strategies, technical analysis. Okay, so fair value gaps, MACD, RSI, changes of character, liquidity, Elliott wave theory. If you are just getting started out on your trading journey, this is basically everything I wish I would have known in the beginning. Plus, you get access to our AI bots here. So we have a futures AI bot scanning for any long or short signals on crypto in futures. Once again, don't just hop in these trades and take them, but take a look at the chart, make sure your analysis is good. Then if you do trade meme coins, we do have the alpha bot calling out shots here. Again, we have our meme chill chat. Skunks is in charge of the meme coins. He's a KOL meme coin trader there for you guys on GMGN. So go ahead, take a look at his calls. He has some really great calls. Probably the past 2 weeks or so, I saw a 1400x. 14. Is that even possible? So we have some 6x's going on, 12x's. So these are his calls here. He's there strictly for you guys, while I am there to live trade futures and crypto trading for you guys as well. I post all my trades in the chat. You'll see that was that short we took this morning at 9:30 a.m. And with that, let me know what you would like to see next on my videos. I look forward to talking to you soon.